Mr. Mark Adlawan, I feel like I'm not okay. It seems like the world is so rough to me and I feel like I'm dying. Oh, Mr. Rodrigo, you seem upset, but before that, let me check your vital signs. With a heart rate of 175, a BP of 70/40, RR of 42, with a temperature of 37.1, with an O2 sat of 91%. Mr. Rodrigo, since your O2 sat is below normal, let me pump you to a nasal cannula regulated 2 to 4 liters per minute. Attaching the patient to the cardiac monitor. Inserting IV at the left brachial vein of the patient. Okay. So the ECG states that the patient is having sinus bradycardia with an unstable BP. IV medicating nurse. Please give now the first dose of atropine sulfate at 0.5 milligram. Given every 3 to 5 minutes. Alright. Mr. Rodrigo loses consciousness, so we're going to perform the BLS survey now. Mr. Rodrigo, are you okay? Mr. Rodrigo, are you alright? Mr. Rodrigo is unresponsive. Code blue, to ER bed 1. Code blue to ER bed 1. Checking for pulse and breathing. 1,000, 2,1,000, 3,1,000, 4,1,000, 5,1,000. No pulse, no breathing. I'm going to start high quality CPR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Code blue team arrives. Ready to switch. Ready. In 1, 2, 3, switch. Sir, you take over 30 compressions. Ma'am, you give 2 ventilations every after 30 compressions. Sir, you prepare paddles for pacing. IV medicating nurse, you prepare the first dose of epinephrine and make it on standby. Documenter, you document everything. Okay, 2 minutes up. Let's stop. Let's analyze and let's switch roles. Switch. Compressor, defibrillator. Stop muna. With them on screen, the patient is on ventricular tachycardia, +1. Resume high quality CPR. Let's defibrillate the patient now. Discharge the patient to 150 joules.
Charging 150 joules.
Please clear the patient now.
Paddles on chest. One clear, 2 you're clear. Everybody's clear.
Clear. Shocking. Shocks delivered. Resume high quality CPR now. There will be no drugs at this time since this is the first run. 2 minutes up. Let's stop. Let's analyze and let's switch roles. Switch rhythm on screen. The patient is on ventricular fibrillation, +1. Resume high quality CPR now. Let's defibrillate the patient. Charge the patient to 150 joules. Charging 150 joules. Please clear the patient now. Others on chest. 1 over here. 2 clear. 3. Everybody clear. Clear. Checking. Shocks delivered. Resume high quality CPR. IV medicating nurse. Please give now the first dose of epinephrine, 1 milligram. 1 is to 10,000 dilution. You flush liquid 20 cc of plain NSS and arms elevated for about 10 to 20 seconds.
Epinephrine 1 milligram, 1 is to 10,000 dilution plus 20 NSS.
Arms elevated.
That's 20
You say no. 2 minutes up. Let's stop. Let's analyze and let's switch roles. Rhythm on screen. The patient is on refractory ventricular fibrillation, class 1. Resume high quality CPR. Please defibrillate the patient now. Charging to 150 joules.
Charging 150 joules. Clear the patient. Vitals on chest. One is clear. Unclear.
One is
To your
clear.
ear. Everybody's clear.
Clear. Shock kidney, shocks the liver. Resume high quality CPR now. IV medicating nurse. Please give now the first dose of amiodarone at 300 milligrams. You flush it with 20 cc of plain NSS and arms elevated for about 10 to 20 seconds. Okay, 2 minutes up. Let's stop, let's analyze, and let's switch roles with them on screen. The patient is on asystole. Compressor, you check for pulse. Check for pulse. And then you check for ECG leads.
Attached already.
Okay?
And in place.
And then maximizing ECG 5 to 10 times. Asystole confirmed. Class 1. Resume high quality CPR now. There will be no defibrillation at this time. IV medicating nurse. You give now the second dose of epinephrine, 1 milligram. 1 is to 10,000 dilution. You flush it with 20 cc of plain and assess and arms elevated for about 10 to 20 seconds.
Epinephrine 1 milligram. 1 is to 10,000 dilution. Flush it with 20 cc in NSS. Raise arms left elevated 10 to 20 seconds.
Noted. 2 minutes up, let's stop, let's analyze, and let's switch roles. Rhythm on screen. Stop. I think we have achieved ROS. Compressor, you check for pulse. There is no pulse, so therefore this is your pulseless electrical activity. Compressor, okay, let's have your class 1. Resume high quality CPR now. Bawa naman si Papa. There will be no defibrillation this time. IV medicating nurse, please give now. Give now the second dose of amiodarone at 150 milligrams. You flush it with 20 cc of plain NSS and arms elevated for about 10 to 20 seconds.
Amiodarone 150 milligram. Flush it with 20 cc plain NSS. Raise left arms 10 to 20 seconds. Noted.
Okay, 2 minutes up. Let's stop, let's analyze, and let's switch roles. Rhythm on screen. Okay, I think we have achieved ROS. Compressor, you check for pulse now. There is pulse, but there is no breathing. Airway, you give rescue breathing. Okay, initial breaths of 2 breaths muna. And then have the 1 rescue breath every 5 to 6 seconds. Okay, the O2 sat drops to less than 84%, so therefore we're going to intubate the patient now. You hyperoxygenate the patient now. Okay, remove. Let's intubate the patient. Okay. So the tube is in. Let's back the patient. Let's perform the 5-point auscultation. You back the patient now. You back. Yeah, no gurgling. Back. No good air entry. Back. Good air entry. Back. Good air entry. good air entry. So the patient was successfully intubated with equal and bilateral air entry at the level of 23 cm. And then you continue bagging. Okay, you follow the one rescue breath every 6 to 8 seconds. Alright, so let's now perform. Okay, let's check for the circulation of the patient. Since the BP is so low, so we're going to perform the 4-point auscultation. No crackles, no crackles, no crackles, no crackles. So there are no pulmonary crackles. IV medicating nurse, you give 1 to 2 liters of IV bolus if you're playing NSS. In short, you run faster. Ayan. So we're going to check now the disability. Yeah, 1 to 2 liters. Ayan. So we're going to check now the disability. Mr. Rodrigo, can you squeeze my hand? There's no response. So therefore, GCS of 3, we're going to perform the targeted temperature management to prevent the occurrence of stroke. We're going to maintain 30 to 36 degrees Celsius, and that is to decrease the O2 demand from the brain of the patient by using a cold saline at 4 degrees Celsius with a dose of 30 cc per kilogram per minute. Right, na so given na po by the IV medicating nurse. Ayan, let's now have the sign of the cross. Team, we're going to insert the NGT to have the gavage, lavage, and administration medication. We're going to have the Foley catheter to check the renal output, because a good cardiac output must have a good renal output then. We have here the 12-lead ECG to have a complete picture of the heart to know whether there are infarctions, ischemia, or what, an injury. And then we need to have the portable X-ray to rule out rib fracture, since we had performed several chest compressions. And then we need to know also the exact placement of the NGT plus the endotracheal tube. We're going to insert also the central line, and that is to have the central venous access for the CVP monitoring to know the hydration status of the patient, because a while ago the patient suffers from PA. So we are suggesting the H's and C's for your PAs. So the result is less than 3. So therefore we can conclude that the patient is hypovolemic. Okay? And then we're done. So we're going to refer the patient now to an intensivist. So congratulations team, we have already resuscitated the patient. Okay? So guys, that would be all. Okay? So from the very beginning nagsimula ako, dun din yung team leader. Up to kung kailan ako nagtapos. Okay? So good luck, team leaders.